So I think it's time that we had a talk, guys. Like, there's been a few things being thrown around recently, especially after the podcast. I knew it was going to come, but I need to address these things. First of all, I am not paid by UFL whatsoever, hence why I have done videos recently about skins and the issues with skins, and, you know, something that I'm very concerned about. If I was paid by UFL, would I do a video about skins? Yes or no? The realistic answer would be no, I wouldn't mention it. Do I think, and that's the video, everything we need to know about skins. Now, also on the top of this, people said, oh, it's clearly a scam from UFL. Why would they let me talk about it if they weren't trying to fix the situation? So immediately there, you've got yourself backed up in a strange corner with that. Now, another thing. I love you guys on Reddit. I think you guys have more than valuable information and feedback, but you guys need to chill a little bit. And I'll give you some examples. I get that I'm not going to be the most popular guy all the time. I get that. I fully understand that. But as of right now, I am all you've got. In terms of like an English-speaking person who does content on the game, I am all you got. So right now, I'm just going to make this smaller on the screen so you can see. Of course, I'm going to be the topic of conversation at times. I get that. Now, this is the skin video one about, not about that in particular. There's lots and lots of stuff here, like with your own opinions and your feedback. I am more than happy, and we can organize it. I've joined Reddit just for this reason only. Yesterday, I went on there and started talking to a few of you guys, right? I am more than happy to go on Reddit with you guys and get a Discord call set up where we can all just talk together about things that you want fixed. Now, if you're wondering why I do this for a lot of reasons, right? So, for example, I did a whole entire feedback in my Discord about everybody in my community with feedback. And I can show you that on screen in a second once I just get it up, sort of in the background. And essentially, this is what I do. I'm not the voice of the community. I never claimed I will be. I don't think I ever want to be the voice of the community. Things can change. Nothing's obviously set in stone. But I try my best to get where I think this game wants to be. Now, there's other content creators out there, I'm not going to mention any names or anything like that, who don't care about this stuff. They just want to do videos because, you know, it's trending. It does what it does, and etc., right? I completely understand that. Now, if you know what I'm doing, I'm just setting up the Discord in the background right now so I can get it to work. So give me 1 second to pop it up. So I finally got out. There's literally a segment here for feedback for UFL. I went and compiled all of this information together from all of you guys in my own personal time. I'm not paid by UFL to do this, to go ahead and put this as a video or feedback that the community that I have through Discord, YouTube videos, comments. This is all the information you guys wanted, right? I did that for the sake of the game. Not anything I get out of it is for you guys, right? So my biggest issue immediately is if I stop doing videos on UFL right now and I just stick to start doing custom tactic videos, best meta plays, like I did before at the start, it's just how the business works. If I revert back to that and just ignore the feedback of the guys, you've lost. I'm not saying I'm the biggest channel in the world. Of course I'm not. Am I the biggest channel who's done UFL? No, definitely not. But as of right now, with English speakers, and I've looked around. I've been on the Twitch streams. I've been looking for UK content creators and American content creators. There's a couple that do YouTube right now. Not very big channels, but they are doing content. Once they're gone, you've only got me left as of right now, unless somebody else new comes in and wants to take over and, you know, go for it. But if you were to look at it from my point of view right now, I'm getting put on blast. I don't even know why I'm being put on blast with some things in particular. Like if I go back to Reddit in particular, I understand everyone's not going to like me. That's just how it is. But I'm more than happy with you guys on Reddit. And this is more video for you guys than anything else. If you want to organize a chat where we can all just sit in a Discord chat together privately, you can go through all the problems you have with the game. I can then try and give my point of view on them. And then we can compile a load of feedback together and put that forward. If that's something you want to do, I'm willing to do that. Now, again, I want to just make sure you understand this. I'm not paid by UFL to do that. I do that because I want this game to do well. I like the concept of the game. I like how everything is. If I mention something in a video, for example, a sprint speed boost or switching over, corner goals, how to do this, how to do that, it's not because I am promoting it. I am basically highlighting the issue. If we do not highlight the issues, they will never get fixed. Luckily for the UFL community, if you want, that I am invested a lot of time, my own personal time, into getting all the feedback from you guys and trying to summarize it all together into a video. Now, there seems to be some horrible thing about me promoting self-relegation. I have never self-relegated anyway. You can see the games here. All the games in front of you, never. You can go back. Look at my wins and losses. I've got, in terms of just divisions on this account, 74 losses, 120 wins, 38 draws. I cannot have self-relegated with that record. It's impossible. So you guys need to, if you're going to start saying that about me and say that, fair enough, that's your opinion. I'm not going to force you or change you to it. But you can't just be like, oh, yeah, he self-promotes relegation, so now we're not... That isn't how it works. That's not how it works. I don't get paid by you for it. I can tell you to... Oh, fuck off if I want to, It doesn't make any difference. I just stop doing videos on the game, and I won't start talking about the things that be talked about that need to be fixed in this game. For example, skins. I've made that a massive issue. I did a whole video about there's nothing to do on the game. That's because I like playing the game. Yes, do I get money from doing videos? Of course I do. It's my job. But even if I didn't get money from these videos, and I'll tell you right now, the views aren't crazy good. The money isn't crazy good. So, like, I'm doing it, and just to back this up, for the fact that I like the game. So I know this is only applying to, like, this is not just Reddit, it's just everything in general. But I don't want to be the voice of the community. But as of right now, it seems to be that's what I'm being perceived at, which is fair enough. Like I say, I'm going all day in my spare time when I'm not doing videos and I'm not trying to do FC25 content, or my second channel where I'm doing Call of Duty content. When I am doing UFL content or just playing it casually, I look on Twitch. There's be a few guys that only have like 1 or 2 viewers. I'm in there talking to them just to get some feedback, what they think of the game, what they like, what they don't like. I do the same on YouTube. I'm heavily watching a lot of people's content. I talk to them. I say, yeah, I like your videos. I'm trying my best to get feedback from the top of the top all the way down to the bottom. Hence why I mentioned Lautaro Pez's feedback. He's one of the best players in the game. His feedback's important. I don't go on Reddit that much because, I don't know, I just don't ever look at it. But now I'm actively looking. So if you guys want to have a conversation with me, tell me. Instead of pretending that I'm not there or not here, like, I'm involved. Come talk to me. That's what you have to do. You don't need to be, oh, well, Nanic gets paid to do this. No, I don't. I get paid nothing. I wish I could prove that I get paid nothing, but I don't have anything for them to give me to be paid. Why did I go on the podcast, the live stream the other day? The only reason why I went on that was because the video I made. If you don't know what video I mean, let me go ahead and get it. I just have to pause quickly and let me go ahead and show you. The video you see right there, UFL, please watch this or your game will fail. Like, I didn't need to do that. They're not paying. Why would they pay me to talk negatively about the game? I did that because that's how I feel about the game and how I want it to be. Now, there's a lot of conversation about DDA, scripting. I've been vocal about that. That's my opinion. Your opinion is also. But I don't understand if you guys know, but DDA cannot be in UFL. I'm not saying scripting can't, but DDA can't be. It's dynamic difficulty adjustment. It's copyrighted and owned only by EA. You can go look that up and see for yourself. So that's on that AI. That's normal. That's a normal thing in every single game has a dynamic difficulty adjustment, whether it's called scripting instead of patent by DDA, right? So immediately you guys they need to fix that, need to get rid of it. That's what they're actively doing. I'm not saying they're confirming scripting. I'm on about animations in the game, how players are set up, how they move around. Right now, and I've said this several times in plenty of my own videos, the animation and the AI intelligence is not very good in this. And the other problem we have is if they're receiving a lot of feedback about, defending's too hard, defending's too hard, defending's too hard. They need to make defending better. This is where we are now. So I'm not saying that we can't give feedback, but we need to be way more smarter with the feedback we give back. Is the game perfect? It's miles away from perfect. Is it better than it was after they went away on Christmas holiday? So like the end of December, beginning of January. Yeah, it is better. But it's not what it was when the beta released. Now, the problem you had, we all want this game to do well. For this game to do well, they need more and more and more and more people playing the game, right? If those people who are now new to the game, and this is a problem in gaming in general, people don't want to learn the game. So at the minute in time, the 0.61.3 update we've had, we're not going to get another update for a little while. That's what they said. They might change their mind and then make me look like an idiot tomorrow when I get a new update. But as of right now, that's what we got. Now, when you play more and more games, and since then, I have been enjoying the game a little bit more. As you can see here, being battered by some people. There are some issues, like, for example, when the ball goes out a corner and you just immediately get kicked out. I don't know if that's happened to you, but it's the most frustrating thing ever. And we are matching people way higher, like Premier Division here, Ruby 3, etc., right? So I am enjoying the game more. Now, please remember, I do have like 3 accounts now. I've got my YouTube account, which has got Nanik on it, so you guys can see me actively playing. I have a second account, which is my personal one that I don't want you guys knowing, because the issue I have, and that's just part of the job, when you see it's me, most of you guys are so toxic, it's crazy. You'll hold the ball around the back, or you'll just watch full celebration. So I get it. Like, you want to play me, that's fair. I'm more than happy to play you guys, and we can go through feedback when we're playing. But all I'm trying to say is, I want this game to do well. I need you guys' help. If we are going against each other, I'm not saying that's very extreme, but if we are going to start conflicting about things, and you don't have to agree with what I say, I don't have to agree with what you say, but we need to find the middle ground for it. Now, I hope this gets perceived well on Reddit. I hope this gets perceived well on Twitter, Instagram, wherever there is another community, even if it's a Brazilian community, the German community. In England, UK, at this minute in time, we don't really have a community for this game. Now, that for me is a massive red flag, because football is massive in England, like it is in Europe and everything like that. But we don't really have a community. So right now, much as you don't like it, and I don't like it, and I recognize this, I'm probably the voice of the UK talkers right now, English talkers right now, in terms of getting this game where we want it to be, right? There are some fantastic Italian content creators and French content creators, and I've even met the German ones the other day. If he ever watches the video, I know he doesn't speak much English, but we managed to speak a little bit on Twitch the other day. He had like 100+ viewers on Twitch. Now, I know it's like a metric people like to use. There's barely anybody watching UFL. Problem is, people don't like to just solely watch gameplay. And I know that from the hundreds and hundreds of FC25 videos I did. A little bit, I used to stream FC beforehand. Now I just do videos. People don't want to watch gameplay. The gameplay isn't that fun to watch. It's more fun to play. The reason why EA is easier to do videos on, or even to have more viewers when you are streaming, because the content outside of the gameplay, right? Which UFL just doesn't have right now, which we all know, which is fair enough, right? It doesn't make any difference. So that's why when you go to Twitch, and we can have a look at Twitch right now. Let me bring up Twitch right now. So we are on Twitch now. So like I was saying, like on Twitch, it won't have a lot of viewers, because let's just say, well, obviously it's a bad time. It's really early in the morning. We've got 2 people on the game right now, 8 viewers, right? Typically, I think one of the biggest channels, a Romanian guy, I forgot his name. I do apologize if he does see this, or if you know who I'm talking about. But he, he doesn't speak English, so he's got like 40, 50 viewers. There's a German guy called Chris Cross, I believe his name is. That's the one I was speaking to. He had 100 viewers. I don't stream on Twitch. I do stream on YouTube occasionally, and I do get about 100 viewers on UFL. A lot of people ask me all the time, can you do UFL? Issue I have with UFL in general, it's just not fun to watch. Like, all I do at the moment, if you really want to know, is I just complete the daily challenges. Now we got a new set of weekly ones. I'll get that done. But it's like win 25 games of ranked matches. I'll just do that while doing a daily, win 10. So we've got the same objective twice. So again, it's not fun to watch. Log in. Nobody wants to watch me go, hello guys, welcome to the stream with the content, let's log in. So they need to fix that. Like, I've made that as a massive thing anyway, right? And just to show you, in case you don't know, or in terms of where I am on the team pass, if you don't think I'm playing it, page 1's complete, page 2's complete, page 3's complete. Page 4 has one more item, and then I've unlocked page 5, which I'll get done today. So you can clearly see I'm playing this a lot. But in terms of content, there isn't anything to do. So when people go, yeah, the Twitch numbers are low, that's why. It's just part of it. There's nothing to watch. No one wants to watch someone play games. Like, I don't know about you guys. I do find this game a little bit frustrating to play. I did have more fun at the start when there was more of like a skill element to it with defending and stuff. But then when you have masses of people onto the game, what happens is they all want everything. Everybody wants to play football differently. Like, I like to watch a football game differently how you like to watch it. So let's use the example of different cultures and different nations, right? Serie A, Italian league, plays completely different football to how the Premier League plays. Premier League plays completely different to how La Liga plays, because of how the culture is and how they're brought up. Tiki-taka, the phrase, came from Spain. So we don't have tiki-taka in England as much. Doesn't mean some teams don't play it. We have Spanish managers come over, they implement their style, and then it does cross over. But in terms of how, for example, Championship, League One, League Two, the British leagues, I know that more obviously being British, they're way more physical than La Liga 2 or Serie B. So everybody's opinion on how football is different. We are never going to get the perfect football game. But what we can do is work together as a team if you really want to. And some of you guys put a lot of effort into Reddit, so I assume that you want this game to do something. We need to talk together and get stuff done, Like, we need to... I'm not saying that's your job. Of course it isn't your job. But you guys as a community want the game to do well, or some of you just don't want the game to do well. And we have to defer between who's who. Doesn't mean nobody has a voice. Everybody has a voice. But yeah, that's basically it. Just kind of wanted to, I don't know, summarize on that basically. Like I can tomorrow I could just stop doing UFL videos, and your issue with me and what you like or what you do like about me is gone. But then you've lost, and again, I'm not saying this as like an egotistical thing. You have then lost your last biggest UK or English speaking content creator on UFL, as you can see there with the channel, right? You've lost it. That's gone. Now you've lost a massive voice in the game. I can just go back to doing videos. I could just go back to doing, they're broken. 5 at the back meta video that everybody's going to hate. I can go back to doing the new corner goal. I don't know if any of you know about the corner one. You call the player over to come to the second man. You pass it to him short. You go left and right like a salom, sort of zigzag. And then you just drill the ball into the penalty spot, shoot first time. It goes in every single time. If I do videos like that, immediately I'm getting accused of promoting meta rat tactics. And I'm one of the reasons why the game broken. That won't get fixed unless I do videos on it at this minute in time, or if all of you collectively come together and complain about the same thing. So essentially, I am like your hub of feedback, which again, I don't want to be called that, but that's just in reality how it is. But if you're now in the background moaning, he promotes speed boosting, he promotes self... If I don't talk about them, they aren't going to get fixed as well. You understand that? It's like a 50-50 thing. Like, yeah, I could do more videos on stuff like that. I could get a lot of views off that. A lot of people do want to play. People want to win. They don't want to just play, right? I could do a load of videos like that. That's why I haven't done, like you can see on the channel, I haven't done any tactic videos. I haven't done best players. I haven't done the best skill points anymore. The reason why is because I don't think there is in terms of how players feel in game right now, there isn't anything that really reflects a good player. Like, for example, and this is my main issue, and Eugene took the time to talk to me about it. But if we go to the transfer market, right, you can have a Haaland and he'll dribble or feel very, very similar to a Messi or a Ronaldo or a Vinny. Yes, the stats do come into play. For example, pace makes them feel quicker or slower. But I'm just solely talking about left stick dribbling. You know what left stick dribbling is? When you turn left or right. Every player feels the same. And I can back this up. If everyone disagrees or doesn't believe it's a real thing, I can prove it. And I'm not running skins anymore. You know why I'm not running skins anymore? Because of the video I've said. But I can basically make my Longstaff, and just to show you here, he's got 79 dribbling. He's got 56 dribbling. I'll move my camera out of the way. Plus 15, right? I can make him feel like my Jesus off the bench, who's got, of course, 75 dribbling plus 8, because there's no animations for these players. People want to compare this to EA. I get it. I get why. It's another football game. It's a successful football game. As much as we all hate EA, I do enjoy playing the game. I do like the content on it, and it has made me, gave me the opportunity of having a job in this, right? But they have spent years and years and years with their own specific engine working on animations. We get like 300 million degree angles now, which sounds ridiculous. You don't realize what that is until you play a game that doesn't have it, which is this. Unfortunately, I don't play eFootball, so I don't really have an opinion on eFootball. But, they need to work on animations. It's not going to be something of a press of a button. It's going to take time, a lot of time. So right now, I feel like there's no difference between any of these players in terms of what they do. Like, I can control the ball with Van de Ven, use the technical dribble, as what it's actually called, which is enhanced dribbling. It's what people call the speed boost. Speed boost isn't a broken glitch in the game. It just needs to be refined. I like that. It should be for players, in my opinion, that have the dribbler, right? If they have it up to level 2 or maybe even level 3 and higher, they can do it. That's how I feel like it. But then they need to figure out something for defenders that's going to help them deal with that, right? Like a jockeying system where they can recover jockeying better. But what you guys need to understand, every time we get another patch, there's going to be another way to score. I know everyone's saying cutback passes are OP right now. They are easier to defend than you think. You just need to figure out how. Like, I can't stop it all the time. That's what makes them broken. But you can, fix them. So anyone that's saying, he doesn't really play the game that much, or, he doesn't really put that much time into it, just ask around. That's all I'm asking you to do. I'm not asking you to believe what I say. Go to Twitch and ask people, do you know who Nanak is? Has he been it? 9 out of 10 times they're going to say yes. The same for YouTube content creators. You guys on Reddit, obviously I don't interact with you very often. I'm going to change that now. I am going to put some time into talking to you guys. I do feel like your points of view are very valuable. But if I go, like my first experience with going on there is, look, I think Nanak's the wrong person to go on the podcast. It's a bad look for the company. Why? Because I'm speaking openly about problems that no one else is. No one else is talking about skins in videos. I could have not done that. That could have been massive. If I ever wanted to get paid by UFL, that could have been a massive repercussion on my behalf. and a negative. They gave me packs. That's correct. I even said in the video, go back, I've been given them. I don't think they're very good value for money. They're still talking to me, so they clearly care about feedback. So, unfortunately, at this minute in time, you guys, I've all you've got right now. Like, that's all I've got. Like, I'm not asking you to be like, oh, we need to agree with everything he says. Definitely not. Don't agree with everything I need to say. But let's work together. Let's not work against each other. Let's work together. So that's people who on Twitter, like I say, Instagram, Reddit, even in the YouTube comments. Like, some of the comments are just unnecessary, but that's just part of the job. This is unfortunately how it is. I don't spend all my time, like I say, going through feedback. And if you want to join the Discord and talk to me personally in the Discord, I'm very active in there anyway. And you can see for yourself it's all this. It's not all just some sort of like trick to make you think that I'm doing this. It's in there. I'm doing it for my own time. I want the game to do well. You know, that's the whole reason of this video. So I'm basically coming out to you guys. If you want to talk to me personally, we want to sort out a date and a day where we can just talk. It doesn't have to. I'm not talking like a video, just talking privately one evening. I will make time to talk to you guys. And I will make time to gather your feedback, the biggest issues. But I will also give you a counter argument. That's how it works, right? So if you say, oh, it's too easy to score, I can't give that as feedback. I can't be like, yeah, the game's too easy to score, or it's too hard to score. You need to give me in detailed examples. If that's what you really want to do, like, I'm not forcing everyone to do that. It's just you guys who really want to do that. I will give you the time to do that. I will. I don't think anybody else at UFL team's got the chance to do that. And I don't think they will even do that. So that's why I'm here, basically. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird video, I know. But it's just trying to air out some of the misconceptions or the accusations, whatever you want to call them. So I'm here. How long I'll be here for, I don't know. Like, I'm not going to stop doing channels or videos on the channel. But I'm also not doing this because, I get quick money off it. Yeah, of course I get paid from YouTube. But it's not as much as you think it is. I'm not like some other content creators who do it for like 10 minutes because it's a trend and then they go away and haven't done a video since. I'm not someone who hasn't given feedback and now doesn't play the game anymore. I'm giving feedback because I play the game a lot. I play it a lot. Like, I actually enjoy playing it. It is frustrating, like I said, but I'm not one of those people. I could just end up doing that eventually. Like, if I just get sick and tired of, not necessarily arguing, but sick and tired of trying to back my corner all the time, trying to prove that I'm trying to help you guys. I understand you're trusting somebody on the internet. You don't even know who I am. You probably only just heard of me recently or never even heard of me until now. And you're like, well, who is this guy? Why do we have to listen to him? I get it. I completely understand. But I can't just go do what everybody else does. I could just do content. Like I could drop a video tomorrow about 5 at the back. I could drop a video tomorrow or even today about how to score corners every time. I could be like, these are the best players to use in UFL. Like, I could do that, but I'm not doing that now. I used to do that. And now I've changed because I want the game to do well. Doesn't mean I won't do that later on in the future. My channel is like an educational channel at the end of the day about how games run and which ones to choose, what to do. But right now, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I talk about the showdown system because they don't announce anything on their game at all, and you have to go to multiple channels to find information. I do the video about skins because it's a big issue. That's what I'm here for. Whether UFL like it or not, that's down to them. It's not down to me. They haven't said to me, you can't do anything. They've been very, very open with me in the last week or so with the podcast, right? They gave me the script beforehand. I could have just leaked it all and put it all out, all the answers that we were getting back. Yes, it was scripted. Not completely scripted, though. It was scripted like any interview was. Like, imagine if I had to interview Cristiano Ronaldo, who's meant to be an ambassador of the game. They aren't just going to let me rock up and be like, oh, what's up, Cristiano Ronaldo? I've got a few questions. Why are you not as good as Messi? Like, then, of course, I ain't going to do that. It's going to be calculated answers back. There were an element of genuine answers in there, believe it or not. And I know some of you guys think Eugene's some sort of conspiracist puppeteer. It's not like that at all. Yes, he does need the game to do well. Yes, there's going to be business answers in there, like there was in the podcast. And I've said that in my reaction video on the channel. If the reaction video is more my point of view more than his, which you can see there in between the 4 UFL videos, my reaction, I've done that. I did that because it's what I wanted to do. I got a lot of stick for some, like, oh, why didn't you say this? Why didn't you say that? I originally thought I was going to be on there for 15 minutes. I didn't think I was going to be the host of the whole thing. I prepared for what I said in the video about it failing. That's all I did. Nothing else. So, I am a pretty open guy. I'm acceptable to criticism. I can take feedback, but it has to be constructive. It can't be like, F this guy, he's an blah, blah, blah. I don't want to be demonetized. But, in terms of a private call, we can have a conversation back and forth. Like, if you think scripting's in the game, you're heavily convinced by it, that's fantastic. I'm glad you feel that way. Let's talk about it. But instead of just putting random posts on Discord or on Reddit or this game's terrible, we need to fix it, one of the biggest problems, blah blah blah. Like, I get it. Like, I want to help you guys. So that's the video basically. So yeah, if you guys want to do something on Reddit, like I said, contact me on Reddit. Like, I've got it on there now. We'll make a thread and I'll start talking to you guys on Reddit. I've already started speaking to you guys back and forth about things, so I get it. If you guys want to talk to me on Instagram, my Instagram's always open anyway. You can find it. It's probably in the description. Same for Discord. Discord's the best place to get me, but I am active everywhere. So hopefully this helps. I'm looking forward to talking to you guys. If you guys don't want me to talk to you guys, then obviously let me know as well. It's one of those things. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully that clears up some things. I'll see you in the next one.